Jungkook was in the meeting with his employees. One was also there sitting beside him. Jungkook was touched her feet with his feet. One was looking down on the file, feeling so shy. Jin noticed everything and got little bit angry, but he can't do anything. Kim and Park companies ready to collab with us, but still we need more profit, he said sternly. His gaze was dark as always, his jaw tightened. We will do our best, sir, I assure you, he said, being nervous and scared from his dark and angry gaze. Obviously, who doesn't scared from this sharp and dark gaze? Hmm. He just hummed in response while he was busy teasing his girl in the table with his feet. After some time meeting was over, everyone getting out from the room, Wine was about to go but Jin stopped her way. Wine, I wanna talk to you, please come with me. He looked tensed, Wine noticed it, and was about to say something but got surprised when Jungkook held her waist. She have some important work to do, so she stay with me. You could talk her later, so excuse us, he said and left with Ryan, leaving Jin angry. Why this jerk didn't let me talk to her, he thought. Did he found out that I... He stopped in the middle, tensed. No, no he can't. He never know about it. I wanna tell this to Ryan before it's too late. What's the matter? Why you said that I have a important work to do, but you just make me sit here on your lap. She was sitting on Jungkook's lap while he wrapped his arms around his waist carefully. Jungkook hugged her tightly, Wine gasped. This is your important work, to loving your boyfriend. Wine smiled, ruffles his hairs. So you make me stay here until the office hours off, hmm? Jungkook hugged her more tightly. Wine giggles. It's tickling me, don't do this. Jungkook smirked and buried his face more in her belly. Cookie, stop and let me go for a while. I'll come back after listening, Hottie. Jungkook's smile gone, he suddenly made a serious face without looking at her. Doesn't he have a name? His voice was harsh and cold. He tightened his jaw. Why? Don't you know Hottie's name? She asked jokingly, but Jungkook wasn't in the mood of the joke. I think you don't know his real name. He looked at her with serious face, making her nervous. Her smile slightly got down. I know, Cook. What happened? She again started looking at his angry face. Don't call him by this name again. I don't like it. His face clearly said that. What? I mean, I just calling him. Jungkook cut her words in the middle. I said I don't like it. He looked a little bit mad. Wine gulped hardly. She got scared. Okay, as you said, I'll not call him by this name again. She looked down nervously. Look at me. He grabbed her chin softly and made her look at him. I'm sorry for making you scared. I don't want to do that, but I can't control myself. Sorry. Wine smiled slightly. It's okay, Cook. I'm not scared. She lied. With Jungkook, no. But you got jealous so easily. She pouted. Jungkook gave a peck on her pouty lips and smiled. How can I not be when my soon to be wife is so gorgeous? One eyes got widened. What are you saying? She said shyly. Her cheeks heated up. Jungkook chuckled. What? I'm telling truth. We are going to marry soon. Wine thought he was just joking, but no. He was serious. He said what he really meant. I'm serious, Wine. I want to marry you as soon as possible. Wine looked at him surprised. She wasn't expecting this so soon. Are you sure about this, Cook? She asked, still in a shock. I mean, it was so sudden and I think about it already when I started likes you and now I don't want to delay it. Wine smiled. Jungkook opened his table side drawer and took out a small box. Wine frowned. He looked at her with a smile. Give me your hand. Wine still looked at him confused. Jungkook himself held her hand and took out a ring from the box and wore on her finger. Wine eyes got widened. Cook, what is this? Why you? Before she complete her sentence, Jungkook, will you marry me? Wine's eyes got widened. She was shocked. He cupped her face. What happened? Are not you ready for this? He was tense. If you are no, before he could said anything, Wine Jungkook eyes widened. Wine back off. Yes, yes, I will marry you. Her eyes filled with tears, while nodding her head as yes. Jungkook was feeling so happy. He hugged her. Thank you so much. I love you, princess. They both smiled. I'll tell this to Hot. I mean to Jin. She trying to stand up, but Jungkook gripped more tightly on her waist. Stay like this. Don't go now, he said. Wine smiled and stay. Here Jin was waiting for Wine more than 3 hours. He was in his thoughts, then someone calling him make Jin snap out from his deep thoughts. Jin, take it. Jungkook sir told me to give this to you. He handed him an envelope. What is it, Ben? He took the envelope from his hand and started opening it. You have to go in London for the meeting right now. Jin looked at him with shock. What? He frowned and hurriedly opened the envelope and started reading. But why so sudden? He stood up from his chair. I want to talk to him. He was about to go but stopped. There is no use to asking him. You know, his words was command. Jin said again and sighed. Jungkook was taking Wine home. Baby, he said. Wine looked at him. I say again, come with me. He looked at her with pleading eyes. Cook, I said, I will manage. I'm fine with it. Don't worry, Cookie. She smiled. But Wine cut him off and said, I said I'm fine. Don't worry. He sighed. He stopped the car. He looked at her. Wine point outside the window. Home. Jungkook looked at the outside and sighed with sad face. Take care of yourself, he said. Wine smiled. Wine was heading outside of the car, but Sid again looked at him. Jungkook frowned but smiled when Wine placed a soft kiss on Jungkook's forehead, making him relax. Don't worry about me. Bye. She smiles and left. Jungkook looked at her going, my love, you doesn't understand that there was danger outside, he said, looking at her far away from his eyes. At night, One was sleeping peacefully in her room, then suddenly she heard something. She woke up from her sleep and looked around, but there was no one. Did I heard something or not? She confused. Maybe I just dreamed. She again lay on the bed, but then again she heard a sound. She gets up startled. Who is there? She asked scaredly. She starts to turn on lights. When the glass of the window breaks, she screamed. Who's there? She turned on the lights and looked at the broken window. My phone? Where is my phone? She was searching her phone and finally she found it. Wine dialed Jungkook's number and after some rings, Jungkook picked up. What happened, baby? Why don't you sleep? It's too late, he asked. Cook, please come fast, Cook. Here is someone outside my house. I'm scared. She was trembling. Her whole body was shaking badly. Don't worry, Wine. I'm just coming, he said in a worried tone. Cook, please come fast. She was crying. Don't worry, I'm just coming. He hung up the call and smiled. I told you, princess, that there's danger outside, but you doesn't listen to me. But now I'm coming. I will make you mine. I will always have you by my side. You are mine, only mine. Suddenly the door room was open and a guy stand there wearing a mask. Who are you? Go, go from here. One was so scared. Relax, baby girl. How are you? He was holding a rod in his hand. Leave, leave from here. Just go. Her lips trembling, she stand up from the bed. Baby girl, I'm just here to meet you. He broke the window next to him with rod. Oh, is my baby girl scared? He smirked. One was crying. Hey baby girl, don't cry. He was going to broke the vase with rod, but someone hold the rod from behind. Jungkook, she hurriedly go towards him and hide behind him. Cook, he, shh, princess, I'm here now. Don't worry. He wiped her tears, then looked at the man in front of him. First of all, let me correct you that she is my June Jungkook's baby girl, not yours. He snatched the rod from him, and to touch her, it means. He pushed Jungkook. Jungkook ran behind him, but he was fast to hide. Jungkook come back and saw Wine sitting in the corner, crying, scared. He bent down and hid her in her chest and caressing her hairs. It's okay, don't cry. She hugged him more tightly. Wine, come with me, he said. Where? She asked, still hides in his chest. She was grabbing Jungkook's shirt tightly. In my place, I can't leave you here alone. Wine looked at him, shivering. But she was about to say something, but Jungkook stopped her. No, but what? You come with me, and that's final. Come on, let's go. He made her stood up. Wine was laying on Jungkook's bed, and he was sit beside Wine on the bed, caressing her hairs. I'm sorry, Cook, I disturbed you. She made a sad face. Jungkook pecked on her forehead. No, princess, you did not. It's my responsibility to protect you as a boyfriend. He again on her forehead. Now sleep peacefully. He smiled. I can't sleep, she said, pouting her lips, playing with her own fingers. So that means we will be up all night. Wine frowned and looked at him. We? She asked in confusion. What do you mean, we? Are not you going to sleep? How can I sleep when my girl is awake? He made a pout while looking at her. No, why you wake up? Go and sleep. She already felt so guilty to make Jungkook disturb, and now he said he will awake if she won't sleep. She sat on the bed and looked at him. Go? No, I'm not going anywhere until you sleep. So don't argue and trying to sleep. He laying her on the bed and tapped her on forehead. Vine closed her eyes while smiling. Why are you smiling, baby? He asked, looking at her smiley face and smiled too. Because of your caring. I love you, Cook. She hugged his waist with a smile. He also smiled. Sleep well, my love. Good night. You too. Good night. She smiled and closed her eyes. Jungkook still sit beside her, tapping on her forehead until she is asleep. After some time, Vine is asleep. Jungkook looked at her with a loving smile and while remove her hand from his waist slowly, and then he sat on the couch and looked at his cute, adorable girl. He stayed there whole night and sleep there on the couch. He don't want to leave his baby girl alone, even in his own house. Jin was sitting on the couch, continuously trying to dialing someone's number. He sighed sadly. Are you again trying to call that girl? He says, giving a mug of tea to Jin. It's been a 2 days, Namjoon. She still didn't pick up my calls. He was worried for Ryan. Relax, Jin. Maybe she is busy. You are thinking too much. He sipped a sip of his tea. The first thing you called her when you arrived in London. Tell me truth. Do you like her? What? No way. She's just my friend. I'm worried about her because I got to know about the man she likes. He sent me here purposely. I'm sure he knew about that. I got his information. I'm worrying he might hurt her. He's psycho. His tensed face expressions clearly see. Relax, buddy. She will be fine. Don't worry. Don't think too much. I want to tell her soon, he said and again dialed Ryan's number. Jungkook was sitting on the sofa and Ryan was sitting on his lap. She wrapped her hands around his neck. Jungkook's head rested on her. Look, the sky looks so beautiful. She's smiling, looking at the sky, but Jungkook only smiling while hugging her tightly. He hummed in response. Are you even listening to me? Yes, princess, I'm always listening you. Only you. Vine smiled and caressing his head. Tomorrow is our marriage. Are you happy? He asked, even knowing the answer. Of course I'm happy, Cook, but I still think it's all happening so soon. Jungkook looked at her. So you want to say that you don't want to marry me? He asked with stern tone. I never said that, Cook. Don't misunderstood me. She looked little mad. He pecked on her lips. Okay, I'm sorry, but don't say such a words. I don't like it when you say that. Then why you even asking me, huh? She wrapping her arms around her chest. It means you don't know me yet. He pouted angrily, making Ryan giggles. Oh, Mo, Cook. She stand up from his lap. I'm so excited for our marriage. I can't wait for tomorrow. Aish, I'm feeling so nervous. She was smiling and jumping. Jungkook smiled slightly. Don't make me fool. I know you are not that much happy as I am. He rested his back on the sofa while wrapped his arms around his chest, making cold face as well. Oh Mo, my baby bunny, she come towards him and sat on his lap, placing both her feet around him, caging him in her arms. Jungkook smiled internally. Let me show you, bub, that how much happy I am. Before Jungkook could sense anything, Ryan. So now you get know how much I'm happy for our marriage. Jungkook smiled. Yes, princess. Thank you so much. I love you so much. He hugged her. Wine giggle. Wine phone ringing. Jungkook saw the caller ID name. And before she picked up her mobile from the table, Jungkook immediately picks up it. No more phone calls until our marriage. He hid her mobile behind him. But it's Jin. I didn't even tell him about our marriage. She pouted. He knew it, baby. Of course, someone tell him about it. That's why he want to congratulate us. Ryan nodded her head. But at least let me talk to him. You didn't allow me to talk to anyone in these days, baby, because we are busy in shopping for our marriage, and you are the only one who took so long for choosing anything. He raised his brows. Yeah, so it's the biggest day of my life. How can I choose anything without looking properly? Jungkook smiled at her cute statement. Yeah, I know. They laughed and hugged each other without knowing that her phone constantly ringing.